the game that I actually played on launch. I'm playing as the female character, and she's currently holding a sword. I'll explain why I'm doing all that in a second, but let's just go to where here are the enemies. Okay, let's try this. X button for the quick attack. Let me see if I can stun lock all these enemies. Problem solved. Did I take a hit? I think I took a hit there. Yeah, I leveled up already. Filthy lucre. Alright. We're gonna see what I can do here, because I'm trying to get back into the swing of things, because as I recall, this game had a pretty lousy stun lock mechanic that probably that's pretty easy to break. In fact, I want to say that when I first rented this game, actually I bought this game on launch, and I want to say I broke the game literally within 5 minutes, once I figured out how the combat system worked. Boink. Boink? What do you mean, boink? Okay. Take us back to the entrance. Now I know. By the way, the music in this level is mind-blowingly awesome. We'll get to that later. I'll splice it in when I'm done with this video. I can't hear it now because I want to make sure it doesn't interfere with the audio mixing that I'm going to do later. The muxing, I think is the fair word to say. But I started out here in the combat area, and I'll show you how I got here later, because like I said, I have to explain how terrible this combat is. Okay, here we go. See if I can line up. Okay. Not the whoops, wasn't doing any combos. Problem solved. Okay. Probably mentioned this. When I first played this game, I figured out apparently if you were able to stun lock enemies, you could prevent them from ever hitting you ever. Let me see if I can do that again this time. Because I don't want to do any combos, I just want to stun lock them. Yeah, I think something happened there. Okay, we done? I guess we're done. By the way, the game that I played was on a disc, obviously. It's not, I mean, did I get a bum disc? Anyway, just make sure. I just want to make sure that, I mean, you can't, remember, this game couldn't have been patched after launch. So this is one of those games where I wish I had been recording my play sessions back when it first came out. Because my reaction to the combat was just that bad. Okay, don't touch that guy. He's gonna boink me back to the beginning, apparently. I want to say these dungeons are randomized. Okay, press the square button. Automated. My NPC's over there, yeah. AI's controlling him, don't worry about that. He'll be just fine. Okay, config. Button. Power attacks with square, quick attacks with X. Let's see if I can remember how the stun lock system works. Do I want to boink this guy? Yep, boink him. Yep, back to the beginning. So now I know. So we're gonna go topside this time. Yeah, as I recall, all these levels were randomized. So the next time I play this game, it's gonna look somewhat different. The layout will be somewhat different. Look, wrong button. Hold on. Gotta line up my attacks. There we go. Darn it. Let's just do regular attacks. Come on. There we go. Ah! There we go. Kind of like how you skate on the ground when you're attacking, by the way. It's a fun little system. I got the cutting bamboo. Yay! I probably won't even need it. Was I using a sword or a knife the last time I played? I probably have to figure that out. But I'll probably have to go back and try it with a knife. Yeah, I'm supposed to use a knife. Oh well, we're gonna practice. Oh yes, Sproutling. The H.R. Geiger looking Sproutling. Don't touch the boinker. There we go. Got this? Yeah, we got this. Ah! Let's make sure the stun lock works. You gotta get that stun lock working. I mean, that was the difference between... that was a pretty important part of the gameplay, as I recall. It even worked on bosses. Unless it only worked on the PS1 and not the PS3. That would have been interesting. That would be a very interesting thing. Because obviously I played this game on PS1. I'm playing this on PS3 right now. I can probably try it out on PS2 to see what happens. Filthy Lucre. There is the... I can use the circle button to run. In fact, I'll probably end up doing it in a second. Yeah, there it is. Circle button to run. Alright. Where are we at? Stuff might be... These dungeons might be too dynamic. Yep. UL3. Here we go. Alright. Line them up. Yeah, no combo. Just regular stun lock. Yep, got him. Do those crystals disappear? Not yet, they don't. You take care of the other guy. I got this dude. Crap. I'm trying to line them up. It's not working as well as I would have hoped. Yeah, this game... Ugh, a bloody mushroom. This Castlevania game. I want to see that in Mario. I want to say this is a two-player co-op, couch co-op game, but I don't think the second player controls this individual. But remember, the original Secret of Mana had couch co-op, so that makes perfect sense, actually. It makes the game even easier if the other person knows what they're doing. See, the weird thing about... See, again, as good as this pixel art is, the sprites actually look kind of like Super NES characters, only with a little bit more color. So it's fine for what it is, but I guess I was hoping the sprites would look a little bit better. I mean, they're SD, let's be honest. This game doesn't look as good as something like a Vanillaware game, but it's very good for the PS1. In fact, off the top of my head, this might be the best, this might be the best PS1 game... best looking Squaresoft game that they ever got. Yeah, okay, this is the first boss. Let's see if I can do this. Let's see if I can get my... Whoops. I'm not even hitting him. Just a second. Trying to attack him. There we go. Just a second. This boss theme is so sick. You better crank this up. Play it loud. I mean, Yoko Shimomura was on point with this soundtrack. I mean, my goodness. Yeah, that, there's supposed to be a gorilla boss in a later stage. It's supposed to be even easier than this guy. I don't think he's even got a hit on me. He's dead. Well, he's not dead yet. That's the first life bar. Okay, he's got some iframes. Just a second. Okay, he's got some iframes. You suck. Look out. Oh, okay. We'll go around. Just a second. Am I even hitting him? Now I'm hitting him. Hit detector seems to be a bit wonky. Let me work on that. Okay, the other side. I'm not hitting him. I'm not hitting him. He's almost dead. Just a second. Other side. Now I'm hitting him. He's got a lot of iframes. That's the problem. A lot of invincibility frames. And he's down. That was incredibly easy. As I expected. Okay, so I guess I'll have to do the video later where I complain about how awful the combat is. And mastered a counterattack I'm never going to need. Just saying. And there's no difficulty slider, just so you know. So before I get too deep, I'm going to have to reset this video so you can see how I got to where I am. This is the first dungeon. So we're kind of skipping ahead. We'll do the prologue later. Is your core alright? What did he say? Wasn't paying attention. Yeah, the story in this game is not worth following. Squaresoft didn't invest a whole lot of time in the story here. Although the storybook look is good, it's, you know... Okay, I'll stick with Pearl. You stay at it. Hey, I was helping. I saved your life, doofus. Oh yeah, my female heroine's named Okoye because she's awesome. And I guess why shouldn't a blonde fair-skinned fairy be called Okoye? We can represent just a little bit. Everyone's down with Okoye. See? Okoye. And I got another AF. And I got some AFs. Because I am crafty AF. Yeah, we use these to build new dungeons. Pretty much. I'm not going to waste a bunch of time worrying about it. Because I'm just going to like I said, I'm going to play dumb until the game makes me play smart. Which means I'm just going to plunk stuff around anywhere I want on the map. And just see who fights me. Because I'm not worried about dying, frankly. And I'll explain why later. Apparently I can only save in the town here, Domina. There's an inn here. I'll show you where I saved. So I'll save my progress here. So you got to see some combat early on. And then I'll just reset my game. I'll explain how I got here. So let's go to the inn, talk to the dancing dude who will save my game. See, this music's pretty good too. Okay, he's inside here, I want to say. That's the pub. No, this isn't it. Anyway, so we'll get back here. Just a second. The inn's around... Whoops. I gotta go to the inn. I'm trying to remember where the inn is. So I can save here, then reset my game. That'll be fine. See, I've already got a 13-minute video out of this. Here it is. Hey, there's your boy right there. See, how awesome is that? I'm doing this right now in my room. Alright. Trust me. Save here. No. Well, no. Okay, I can't see whether I'm selecting yes or no. It's really annoying. So I have a ground zero save. This will be my new save. Let me adjust my menu here for a second. Bear with me. Yeah, turn off the lean back mode. Sorry. There we go. Proper contrast. Gotta have it. Alright. Some SD content is worth seeing the extra pixels for. So I'm recording this with an S-video cable. I guess I can break out the component video cables later. In fact, I'll play this on my PS2 later, and I'll break out the component video cables, I suppose. It's worth watching. It's worth watching with component video cables. Okay, so I'm done with this. So let's reset the game, and I'll go back to where I was. Alright. Starting from the beginning. This is a game that I purchased on launch when I owned my PS1 back in 2001, I'd say, right around there. This game was a big deal when it came out because it was, you know, it was trying to be a 2D sprite-based game, you know, lots of great pixel art, whereas a lot of Squaresoft games, even regular PS1 games, were making the move towards pre-rendered backgrounds with polygonal 3D graphics, like the ugly AF Final Fantasy VII graphics, the ugly AF Vagrant Story graphics, which some people think looked really good back then, and they kind of did. I have Vagrant Story videos on my channel. I also have Final Fantasy Tactics videos on this channel, and those Final Fantasy Tactics held up better, a lot better than those 3D games, I think. And we're not talking about personal preference. We're talking about a lot of those, you know, first generation polygonal games looked awful, and they don't hold up at all. You can throw in all the anti-aliasing you want. In the end, a lot of those models just look like crap, and you have to remaster them. Kind of like, you know, didn't the Sony CEO say that once? You know, he's like, you know, I can't play PS1 games, they look ugly. Well, he wasn't talking about this, because this is one of the PS1 games that looks great, and of course, Symphony of the Night's another one. But those games are pretty much 16-bit games with a little extra sheen on them. This game looks like a Super NES game with an extra sheen on it. This is probably what Secret of Mana would have been if they had gotten the CD technology worked out. Of course, the pixel art wouldn't look as good on a 16-bit CD-ROM as this game does, with the 32-bit graphics they had going on here. So we're going to pretend we're playing a new game. I'm going to choose a new character. You can choose between a female and a male character. I don't know if this matters. I chose Okoye. Actually, no, I named her Okoye. Let me give her a knife. Let's see if that makes a difference. Okay, so let's pretend we're gonna... I'm not gonna be you. I'm gonna be... okay, I'm already Okoye. Okay, I'll be Aurora then. We'll do that instead. So Okoye and Aurora are gonna represent in these videos. Of course, who's a famous female protagonist who had a dagger? I can be Tula next time. Okay, we'll just be Aurora this time. Africa's gonna represent on this channel. So let's play area. Well, I chose this play area last time. In fact, this is the play area I'm currently using with Okoye. I'm gonna play as Aurora. I'll just choose this one. I don't even know if it makes a difference, really. Let me get a place with a lot of land, actually. Yeah, right around here. That should be good. Yeah, this will be fine. I want a place with a lot of land and a little bit of water. Again, I don't know if it'll even make a difference. Maybe if you want to play a certain way, it will. But this is supposed to be a very dynamic game. Did the game just crash? Okay, hold on. Start. There we go. Got to press the X button again. I was worried there. I don't know what happened. Okay. Mailbox. Plunk it down anywhere I want. I can only place it on the brightly colored areas. Again, doesn't matter where I put it at this point. Just put it at the edge of the map. Why not? I mean, again, doesn't matter where I put it. I don't know. This game didn't come with a manual. Trust me, you won't need a manual. I'll go to an FAQ if I want to see the ins and outs of this game, but I don't think I'm going to have that much interest. I don't think it's going to last very long. Oh, wait, we got a cutscene. Yeah, we got an intro movie. Yeah, okay. Bit of trivia. There was a video game music enthusiast forum that does an annual contest called Best Song Ever, and I think Final Fantasy VII's it was One Winged Angel was the first song to win the Best Song Ever contest, and as a result of winning that contest, it wound up in their own personal video game Hall of Fame. This game, I think, was the second or third winner of that contest. So the winner of the third annual Best Song Ever contest in that forum was this song. Back then, I believe the way it worked was the members of the forum chose their 10 favorite songs, and then the top vote getters became the nominees, and they were seeded based on how popular they were. So they did like this stupid bracket system where it's like, okay, it's like the NCAA tournament. The highest seed, the most popular games based on the voting, based on the nomination process, became 1 seed. I think this game might have been a 2 seed or a 3 seed, I don't even remember. The idea is that the 4 most popular songs, not even the 4, I want to say it was the 4 most popular songs were given number 1 seed, and they were placed on a bracket with 64 selections. And I think at one point what they did was they had like some kind of wild card round where people just chose the editors, the mods, the moderators took all of the games that did not finish in the top 48 in terms of vote getting, and they placed them into a secondary bracket with like 10 games or something. And we were supposed to go into the wild card round. We had 10 songs there. I want to say there were 10 songs in 4 brackets. And they said, okay, pick your favorite song out of these 10 songs here, and the winner of this wild card group of 10 will become the 16 seed in one bracket. And they did that for each of the 4 brackets. And at some point there was some game called, was it Naruto? I forgot what it was. A battle theme from some game called Naruto, and it was a 16 seed, and it went up, and like I said, it was a bracket system, right? So the 16 seed that no one from this game no one heard of called Naruto, or Naruto 2 I think it was called, ended up going up against the battle theme to Grandia 2, the main battle theme to Grandia 2, and it upset it by winning the vote count. And that was actually kind of stupid. It was probably a rigged contest, but that gives you some idea about how the contest worked. But the point is that at some point, this Secret of Mana song that you just heard during that cutscene won the contest. And there was kind of a joke going on where the songs that always seemed to win the one-on-one matchups tended to be songs from Japanese RPGs or any game that had VVV, violins, vocals, and something else. I forget what it was. But the joke was that basically any song with strings in it and vocals was going to win. Because there seemed to be this bias towards songs that had violins in them or any kind of strings and, vocals. Like that song from Legend of Mana. Even though I would argue the best songs, some of the best video game songs ever made don't have lyrics. They're just instrumental. And some of them don't even have strings in them. But of course, we all know that Final Fantasy VII saw One Winged. Does One Winged Angel has? I forget. I don't like One Winged Angel, but I don't even remember if it has strings in it. But this was a game that does. And there was another game that won Best Song Ever contest. I think it was the Tsukaiji song, Fire and Ice. I think it was. That song has strings in it. I mean, basically, if you think about it, if your music sounds like Vanessa Mae with lyrics, it's probably gonna win. Fire and Ice from Tsukaiji did not, but that Legend of Mana song we just heard did, obviously. I was talking over it because, content ID bots are out and about. But this game isn't monetized anyway, so the content ID bots don't bother me. Now, as you can see, this game has a pretty dope storybook pixel art look. Again, unlike a lot of these PlayStation 1 games from the era where they were using pre-rendered backgrounds with crappy polygonal models, crappy polygonal character models. Okay, I'm not going to need this. Techniques. This game just went full 2D sprite art. Okay, I can spin for some reason. Is this for the golems? Might as well jump. Go ahead, jump. Okay. So yeah, dope 2D sprite art. Currently being recorded on S-Video cables. With no smoothing. No smoothing needed, let's be honest. Which is good to know. The text is easy to read too on this. I'm playing on an HD TV. A Samsung HD TV. Flat screen, 768p, the usual, the good stuff. I thought it was a 1080p monitor. I think they're just downsampling it from 1080p, but that's fine. It makes the picture look super sampled, which is fine by me. I have a native 1080p screen right next to it. It's a bigger screen, but I don't use it to play video games. Not because it has lag or anything, just because it's not hooked up to. Actually, it is hooked up to my Xbox One, so I do play my Xbox One games on that thing. Okay, I don't need to be here. Yeah, I'm not gonna come here anyway. I'm just showing what's around here. There's actually a backyard garden down here somewhere. I'll just point it out because I'm not gonna go there. I think there's a backyard garden up there, and there's also a backyard garden down here, but we're not going down there. We're gonna leave. Yeah. Oh, by the way, let me try to avoid this guy. Please don't ignore me. Why don't you talk to me since I'm right here? What snowflake. I'm a sproutling. Your world can be shaped by your imagination. Did you know that? Yes, I do, but I'm going to listen anyway. Pull kill the poet told me the town dominate just because I think so. People say this world is an illusion, but the Sproutlings know. You can't find dominate, use your imagination to find it. It's a modular world building system. And as you just saw earlier, you go to these little dots on a map and you plunk down an artifact that builds that world. So like I said, it's very modular. It's a fun idea. Again, as you'll see later on in this game, it's completely worthless. Based on the way I play, it's completely worthless. There isn't a single thing I need to do in this game that's going to require me to pay attention to how I plunk down my modular blocks, as you'll see right here. Press square to select an artifact. Roll the square. Pick a color block. I have an AF color block. Now, where do I put it? Well, the game explains that there's some nonsense here about mana and mana spirits, and do I really want to explain this right now? I don't care. I really don't. Place the cursor over the land and press X. Move your character to the land and press X. Selecting an artifact. Use square to select an artifact. Select an artifact by pressing left or right on the directional button and press X. Press square to quit. Press circle to quit. Note that artifacts may only be placed in areas with a white glow. Let's pretend that it matters. I don't care about placement at this point. We'll worry about that later. I should probably end up explaining it in the next video, but anyway. Okay, so we're at the edge of the map anyway, so I gotta put this somewhere. I gotta put it here, so let's put it here. Whatever. Doesn't need to be near anything else, really. So those are the color blocks that are used to build the world. They call them AF color blocks. Not because they're colorful AF, but because they're, Actually, I don't even remember what AF means in this game. Aura Force? I don't know. I'll look it up. I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't paying attention to the story. All I know is that my imagination built this town right next to my home, which is on the outskirts of Domina, apparently. So here's the first bit of the story. We're not going to spend a bunch of time here in Domina. Here's Pumpkinhead. Well, I guess he's a pumpkin. Yeah, that's the dude who fought with us earlier, at the beginning of the video. We're running out of time in this video, so you know, so I'm not going to be able to spend much time doing this. Jeez. You make me sick. In here. Whoops. Out of the way, please. It's important to share. Okay, I don't remember seeing this guy before. Yes, the fat rabbit. I think I talked to him later. I guess I'll go to the market. I don't even know. Care at this point. We'll find out later. Okay, let me talk to this dude. Yeah, this is the next cutscene. Don't interrupt. Speak up. Don't make me angry. He's interrogating him. Okay, stop, Batman. A friend is missing. Ask about the friend. She wears a white dress and has long hair. That's not very specific, dude. I am worried. Let's search for her. Together with me, but you mustn't. No, I would be grateful. Okay, you lipsies. Oh, here we go. Guess you finally had something to say. And I got a jade egg. Yes. Smells like pearl. The jade egg smells like pearl? What are you, a dog? Anyway. Are you the Wolverine? Sniff people out? Okay, I'm done with that. Okay, let me talk to that. Let me save my game here and talk to the rabbit. I'm not supposed to... Yeah, it's here. Let me save this game and talk to the rabbit. Say. So I have a second game going on. So we got Okoye, and now we got Aurora. Just kind of curious to see how it all plays out. Yeah, Aurora and Domina. Alright, let's talk to Big Bird. Okay, so where's Laylee? Yeah, I want to say I wasn't able to install that game on my Xbox One. We'll see what's going on with that. Apparently it sucks anyway. That's another issue entirely. I won't judge till I play it for myself. I mean, I've already judged that this game is terrible, and I'm playing it anyway. This might be the kind of game I can get 40 bucks for in store credit. This game is ridiculously expensive. Because all the mana games are expensive, not because they're good, it's because there's demand for them. I'm not going to talk to the juggling monkey. There's a different song in this part of town, in the plaza, which I think is kind of amusing. Okay, so where's the marketplace? Now, okay, we need to go back to the marketplace. Yeah, let's go to the marketplace. Of course, I have to go screen by screen. I can't just, you know... You have to... You know how PS1 games were. Yeah, you kept having to go through individual screens that scrolled a little bit. there was no big open world in the sense that, yeah, you were just kind of moving through a painting. It's like this. It's like Resident Evil. You have to move from painting to painting. Kind of weird. Yeah. Okay, fine. Where's the marketplace? Where's the fat rabbit? Here we go. Niccolo, the traveling merchant. Ah, yes, the Bandit Road. I did play this game before. Oh, okay, so how do I do this? No. Oh, okay. Let's do that. Say goodbye to that one. We don't get along. Wow. Yeah, okay, Snowflake. Anyway. Jeez. If I said yes. Fine. Do I even have any lucre? I'm gonna earn some later, so whatever. What? Were you the lady with the tutti frutti hat? Yeah, she's got grapes. Some wine connoisseur you are. Alright, so where are we headed? I mean, there's probably something to explain about the mechanics, I just can't be bothered at this point. Can I go back and meet that guy? No. Okay. Okay. Do as you will. And he's out. Losing interest in this dude. Wow, this video's still going. Alright, well. Wait, Tipo? Who? So where's Tipo? Wait just a second. Maybe Tipo's in here. Yeah, who's Tipo? You hate everything. What's wrong with you? You're worse than Bugs Bunny. No. You get paid for that. I guess I should note that the sprites kind of do stand out ostentatiously from the background sometimes. Hey, what? Yeah, that guy. Wow, not yet. Damn it. This video is rated PG for language. Wow, kind of saucy. Okay, let's finish up here by going to the church. We're just messing around to see. Remember, this game's dynamic. There are lots of paths. Actually, yeah, here we go. We can play the music. We're gonna play a crappy version of the Domina theme song. It's not good. This game actually has a music box, doesn't it? Anyway, I'm no good at playing yet. We'll get to that later. Maybe later in the game it becomes easier to play. Remember, all that was automatic, so, you know, whatever. Like, isn't there like a piano in Final Fantasy VI where you can play like the theme song? Something like that? Same principle there, I guess. Yeah, but clearly I'm no Yoko Shimomura, who did the soundtrack for this game, and she's incredibly awesome. She also did Kingdom Hearts, which is probably better known. But yeah, this game's pretty freaking awesome, as far as the music goes. So I wonder where Dude went. I probably don't even need him anyway.